Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Oh, that's the book I forgot. Kim came out today, guys. Kim. Oh, I'm so upset with myself. I'm so upset with myself. He Instagram it. Where is Brandie at? I'm just jumping over here. Whatever. If they get it, they get it. I cannot believe I completely forgot Kim came out today. I'm so disappointed. I'm so... Why? And I drove past Barnes and Nobles and was like, I don't need any books. There's not a book that came out today that I want. Wrong. Completely wrong. How is everyone doing? Maya's so sweet. Hey Chris, how are you? I'm disappointed in myself. One, my bookshelves look like shit, but two, there's a book that I told myself, release day, go get it. You gotta go get it. Here's release day. Here we are. And I drove past Barnes and Noble and I was like, there's not a book that I need that came out today. That's not true. Kim came out today. If y'all know who Kim is, y'all know. It is a memoir. It's called Kim Share My Life with David Ritz. I believe I'm looking at a small image. Let me pull it up. Share My Life. Who published this? Simon & Schuster. I guess I can reach out to them and see if they can just give me the book. They sent me a bunch of books last week, including Ruth Ware that I was supposed to read, but whatever. Anyways, how is everyone doing? It is Wednesday. How are we feeling? I finally finished my TBR and it is the 5th of the month. But here we go. My TBR is finally finished. How is everyone feeling? I had job interviews to go to today, or a job interview to go to today. So I've been kind of busy, kind of. Thank you. You got it? Do you need help?
I got it. Miss Randy will help me get it in because it's heavy and I accidentally ripped it.
Okay.
She'll help me with that.
I love having great neighbors. Okay. So, my daughter has been taking out the trash. And then I find out that my neighbor near the trash can, which she hangs out with, his daughter helps out. But anyways, So, yes, there's a book, Kim, Share My Life, and it is by Kim and David Ritz, and I can't wait to read it. Like, God, haven't seen Kim in forever. Like, that's gonna be. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good memoir. I have a feeling. So, how are you, Chris? I'm surprised you're not at Walmart. Allergies is killing you. What medicine are you taking? Allergy med. Hey, Liv. How are you? Let me sprint so bad right now. Same. We're going to get started in about 3 minutes. And hey, Gabs. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little echo, but
it's just my
the room.
headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Hey, ML. How are you? I miss you. How are you feeling? I haven't seen you in a while. Did you end up going to Austin, Emil, for the protest?
That's the wrong plug.
I hate my job for not allowing me to go, but that job, I can't wait. Can't wait to tell you guys, maybe in a private sprint, about what happened at my job on Monday, because it was my last day. I put in my notice because I could not stand my boss yelling at me anymore. And first of all, boo boo, I am licensed in 48 states and insurance. Don't get me to play. This job is not needed. You need me. Okay. And the amount of work that they gave me, because I end up doing work for 3 people, I cannot wait to tell y'all what they did. I cannot wait. Let's just say HR called me today. Okay. And I ain't even working there no more. Okay. I put in my notice, and I quit. I wrote a whole email, and guess who VP got it? Oh, okay. The VP. I done sent it to them. The T is 10. Let me finish talking to HR first. I won't be blacklisted, just in case, because they are really big with they are really big with independent adjusters, I should say. So the HR called me today and was like, hey, VP sent me over this email. Let's talk about it. I said, let's talk, sis. Let's. They got me messed up. And if they think I won't file the EEOC complaint,
they got nothing coming.
Baby. But yes. That job, I left the job not knowing if I had another job. I knew I had an opportunity, whether it was teaching, whether it was insurance. I could get another job. I took a leap of faith, and baby, come Monday.
No kidding. Good for you for
By 10 a.m. Sent a little email by 10 a.m. to the VP and my boss's boss. Oh. They lucky. So the insurance company I worked for was on behalf of Amazon. They lucky I didn't send it to them. You hear me? Because Amazon don't play. People think Amazon is this shitty ass company. Amazon care about people. They care about people too much. Okay? I was writing checks just to be writing checks. They lucky I ain't send it over to them so they can go ahead and do their own investigation and see if they want to continue working with this company. Anyways, let's get started on sprint. But the tea is brewing. Okay, it's brewing. It's brewing.
I'm excited for it to be piping hot when you're ready.
HR, baby. Yes, yelling at me. Records. voice notes. Okay, voice memos.
This is why we get the evidence as we go.
You're really good.
Okay, I just put my microphone on. So
Oh, okay.
Like the AirPod Maxes are not covering it right now.
Oh, they look amazing though.
Thank
I'm
you.
surprised. Did you put the noise cancellation? Don't they have noise cancellation on there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gotcha. Not HR. Yes, HR. Hey, Elises. Let's get into a 60-minute sprint. What are you reading, Gab?
Well, I am actually reading my first Penelope Douglas book. I know Olivia, because I follow you, Olivia. I know you're a Penelope Douglas fan. I'm reading Corrupt right now. And oh boy. It's interesting. We'll go with that.
Man, that's exciting.
Yes,
I love a good book, that just hooks me in.
It's I don't care for, so a lot of it's like bully romance. I don't care for that like as a standard thing, but I'm gonna say some stuff I'm like, you know what? I could see this happening to myself with a couple people I grew up with if I was ever to get into a relationship with them. Like, I could see it happening. It's possible.
Girl. Care about us and their damn. Yeah, we are a diamond, period. We are replaceable. Saw your video. I'm just going to leave the thriller horror to you. I'll do my best to keep you up to date. I don't think I could handle fellow adult yelling at me. And get this, like, she is younger than me. And even though she's my supervisor, she is 2 years younger than me. Does she look it? No. She looked like she's at least 40. But, like, I was teaching at school. It was absurd. And see, that's the thing, Olivia. Because as a fellow reading teacher, right? Like, we don't even allow our students to yell at us, right? You done lost your mind. I done pinned up some kids in some corners. You hear me? I done backed into them and got in their face until they reached that corner of the room. You got me messed up. I don't even allow my child. Let my child's voice raise a little bit. My eyes. She's gonna get the eyes first, and then she's gonna get the face. You better fix it. And then I'm a molly whopper. Because one, who you talking to? But wait, I don't. Yeah.
Don't get twisted. Brie might look sweet on the outside, but that's not the case.
I grew up in the hood. Don't play with me. Okay. I grew up in the projects. And when we actually had projects in the 90s, okay, into early 2000s. Don't play with me. Okay. My assault records are real. Okay. And I'm not trying to get one in 2023. But baby, I will. Okay. Don't let this cute face fool you. Okay. Juvie was my best friend. Okay. My probation officer still hit me up. Okay. Don't play with me. Shoot. Don't. I am not one. I don't care if it's on the internet or in person. Go play with your mama. Go play with your kids. Go play with God. Don't fucking come for me and play with me. So, baby, the moment she raised her voice notes, record. Why are you yelling at me? And that's all you hear. Why are you yelling at me? I have a countdown on my phone for when I can put in my reservation. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to leave the state of Texas, and just be done. 61 days. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So I'm guessing no summer school, Professor. Finish static. Hey, Brandie.
Hey.
Hi.
Brandie has me wanting to bump my current reading. Yeah, and start Spite House. The author is supposed to be traveling, right? I gotta look it up because he's supposed to be in Dallas.
The book was so good.
It was?
Yeah.
Who DNF'd it? Oh, was it Bree? No, not Bree. Who DNF'd it? Somebody DNF'd it and said that it was horrible. I forgot.
I don't know what they were reading because it was good to me.
Man, I can't wait. I gotta go get it. It's in my cart.
Because it touches on a lot of stuff about people not caring, about Black people missing.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot in there.
Yeah. See, I can't even stand kids yelling at me. Olivia, you got some patience. Children are no. I will literally put them in a headlock and then I tickle them to make it seem like that's a safe restraining and I'm not. You will not raise your voice at nobody. Will raise their voice at me. I done lived too long and gone through too much. But yeah, I'm about to dip out for a little bit. Yeah, I figured she was having something today. T-Max better. Not the record. Period. Hello, Jennifer. Hey, Brandie.
Hey, Liv.
I'm reading Live in Color and loving it. I'm on the Nefertiti story now. Ooh. Just put a hold for Spite House. Yeah, I need to do that too. Olivia, if you don't have a library card with Austin, it's $22 for Texas residents. You got to get one. I'm telling you. I've been using my Austin library card so much. I don't use anything else. I don't use it. Even my LA library card, I don't use as much as I use my Austin since I got it. After that, my summer classes begin, so they can't take it away from me for telling me I'm leaving. Subbing is optional, just extra pay. Gotcha. And I need the extra pay for moving, period. Jennifer. Hey, Kiana. How are you?
Hey, everybody.
Running to get the card. Yeah, so apply for the e-card and upload your driver's license. It's $22. The Houston library card sucks. I have it, and then I have another part of like a Houston digital something. I have two different types of Houston cards, and I have to wait for weeks for that card.
Ugh.
Leave it. Just leave it. I got it.
I can put it in the.
I got it. Yeah, she ain't lying. I'm telling you, my Brooklyn card finally expired. But I don't know if Brooklyn, if I would compare Brooklyn to Austin, or if they're pretty much the same. Not right now. Did you get the notice that North Richland are taking our e-cards away in May unless you go in person? Yes. I got that email. So North Richland Hills allows every Texan to get a free library card with them. That allows you to not only use it on Libby, you only get a couple of hold, but they have Cloud Library, which I use sometimes, but Cloud Library is not very good. But I will be going to renew it because I do use that as well. They have always have what I want. That's so weird. Yeah, they have it, but it's like several months of a wait, and I don't have time for that. But yeah, I gotta move to Costa. No, you don't. No, you don't. Austin and Stark are getting me through 30 for 30. So Stark Library, if you guys have not done it, is also around $20. It's in Stark Library in Ohio, and they have a massive library as well. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I want to say it's similar to Austin and Brooklyn.
I've been using that a lot.
Yeah, Stark Library.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like $25, I want to say. So if you need library cards, just get them. Period. I'm about to drive to North Richland Hill to get my physical library card because why not? At all? Like, why not? Why? I think I have like 8 library cards right now.
I just got it from every city now in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah. Toledo,
It's only
Cincinnati, Youngstown.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Houston is only a 14-day hold. That's true. And Austin is 21-day holds, but I feel like I have to wait forever for Houston. And compared to my Dallas library card, Dallas, Texas library card, I'm always having to wait compared to for Houston. Like Dallas can be like a 2-week wait, and Houston is like a 9-week wait. I'm like, I'm not waiting 9 weeks for this. Like, no. It's bigger than Brooklyn. Which one is bigger than Stark is bigger than Brooklyn, and it's $30, I want to say. Yeah, Florida is wilding out today. Don't even get me started. Now you don't need a permit to carry.
Well, we don't need one either. I guess, but
This is what we worried about. Allow more people to get more guns. Okay.
well, they shouldn't be getting AR-15s. That shouldn't even be a thing they should be able to get either.
Mm-hmm. It's not a civilian gun. That's military.
Weapon. They shouldn't have
Absolutely. Any automatic rifle should not be allowed. And then they have parts. This is what Obama was trying to do. Obama was trying to ban parts that can turn a gun into an AR, like an automatic weapon.
Yeah.
And that people were like, I ain't trying to take my gun away. He was literally trying to ban parts that turn it into an automatic weapon. And
what was it called? It was like a stock bump or something like that basically would allow it, like the recoil to cause it to be more automatic. Yeah, I remember he was trying to ban that, and people were all up in arms about it. I'm like, you realize this is making it harder for people to make these kinds of guns easy to kill people with that shouldn't be killed. Common sense is just not a thing, apparently.
It's not.
No.
Like deadly weapons are just like
They don't care.
Deadly what? Deadly what? Yeah. We don't care about these kids. We don't care. The number one
they don't care about teachers either, because they're trying to I think Tennessee actually signed a bill for the teachers to have to take arms, so to carry guns now.
And I'm telling you, as a person that was a teacher, baby, I barely wanted to show up today. You know what I'm saying? Who is about to carry around this gun? I can barely keep up with the 35 kids in my classroom. And you want me, Susie done hit Joe. I didn't even see that. Imagine them keeping a gun in my desk. Imagine.
I wouldn't even be comfortable with my daughter's teachers even have one.
With a gun?
Like, what is their gun present?
And even if you keep that crap under lock and key, kids are going to find a freaking way to get into that. When they get to be teenagers, good God help anyone that messes with any of the teenagers that can get their hands on a gun. Like,
it's terrifying.
Lock and key is not a thing for a teenager.
There's a lot happening right now.
Oh, yeah.
You see different countries are getting rid of the dollar, creating their own currencies.
Yeah, a lot of countries are getting rid of and telling people to get rid of the US dollars. Absolutely. And other countries trying to take a gun away from me means your military side. What? Exactly. Yeah, I'm Jimbo. Like, I don't care if you have a pistol. Like, I get it. People are. It's scary out here, whether we're talking about weapons or just crime, right? Like, I'm terrified someone's going to kidnap my child because she's playing outside. I don't know, stuff like that. So you have a right to protect your home. We all know this. Like, we get it. But do you absolutely need an automatic rifle? No.
No.
They don't even shoot deer with automatic rifles.
No, because it tears it apart. There's nothing left. There's nothing left.
Destroy them and blow them up. Imagine a fucking human being.
Once again, common sense does not exist in this world, apparently.
I mean, at least not in this country. You don't see this happening in other countries like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Houston wait times are too long. I don't know what I was saying in the first sentence. Don't judge me. I just yeah. I can't name you a single teacher I worked with that'd be like, yeah, I definitely want this guy carrying, or I want this guy carrying. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Like even armed police officers in schools are scary. Not only for kids, not only for staff. Like just being in the building and having the weapon is scary. We get that there's a reason for it, but it's terrifying. Just being around it. And one thing that I can say after moving to Texas, now when I'm walking about, I do notice people's sidearms. I am intentionally looking for it. And that's scary. When I lived in the Midwest, I never would have thought to like let me look at people's hips and back pockets to see if they're carrying a strap. Like never would I have thought that, and even like made that intentional act. It wasn't until I moved to Texas that now I need to be aware and of that much of my surroundings, of not just like crazy people, cars that will potentially hit you, or whatever else is going on near me, but like I'm intentionally looking at people's hips and back pockets to see if they're carrying a weapon. It's so scary. Florida is just a fucking mess. Tenure for all public colleges and university classes of social issues, but y'all want to have surgeons who were taught by professors. Yeah, you had to go to counseling the entire semester because of my teacher, not because of a teacher, not my teacher. Though I was flushing him. I was sneezing. My mom explained that, and they didn't even care. What? Oh. Bullshit is wild. I agree with tenure and thus freedom to teach up to date, cutting edge techniques, or a surgeon who was trained by a professor who had restricted their teaching by whims of the corporation and politicians. Period. And like even in Texas, I was seeing online how they're trying to ban the word woke.
Yeah, they're getting rid of. I mean, Florida's trying to do the same thing too. They don't even know what woke means.
How do you ban a word like? And that one person ruined it for every fucking body in Texas and Florida as well. Because they filed a complaint. Let's look at the people we sit next to. Not just politicians. Let's look at the people we sit next to who are starting this shit. My daughter always writing me yes, no notes. I don't know where she learned this from. Like circle yes or no. But I think
Hi, how'd you?
Was that you?
Yeah, I was gonna say hi.
I didn't even know that was you.
Ignored her call. The audacity.
I didn't recognize the area code or nothing.
It wasn't a 214. No, it was 97.
No. Yeah, that's like I don't know this area code.
Yeah, that's me.
No, that's her number.
Okay.
From her watch. Hey Dion. Hey,
Hi Dion.
Hey Dion.
Guys. How you guys doing? What you guys reading? What are you reading, Brandie?
Zora. I'm reading this, then I'll probably switch over to something else.
I started it, and then but right now I'm kind of want to dive deep into some type of book. So I'm almost done. I'm halfway done with it, but I'm reading The Wayward Children, so I might start that. Alec and I are reading Sora Bolte, The Guides to Vampire Hunting. This is by Roseanne A. Brown. So I don't know if I will start this once you get back in, but it's kind of chunky, honestly. she wanted to buddy read this together, and I was like, sure. But now I'm kind of regretting that decision because it's like 350 pages for a middle grade. So, okay, let's get started on a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right, let's get started. What other books that you? What was the other book that you said that you were going to read, Brandie? I forgot.
I don't know yet. I'm still
Oh.
debating.
Gotcha. So we'll start with a 1 hour, and I will see you guys back in 1 hour. Happy reading.
All right.
Hey everyone. How was your reading? I started reading Every Heart's a Doorway by Shanae McGuire.
How you liking it so far?
I'm really enjoying it. Seems like some look at this bookmark.
Aww. I got through like 62 pages and crap's going down.
What book
What are you reading?
I'm reading Corrupt by Penelope Douglas.
Okay. And hello, everybody.
Hey, Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Hey Adrian. Sorry. But how was you guys' books? Or whatever you were doing?
That was good. Just
Good. I had to rewind because evidently I went to sleep reading this last night, so I need to rewind this. A Prince on Paper, Reluctant Royals by Alyssa Cole.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in chapter 18. Well, I'm about to start chapter 18.
Okay.
What you're reading Zora, Brandie?
Yeah, I'm reading Zora. I'm pretty much 60% in.
That's good.
Probably finish it tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish mine tomorrow. I had a lot going on today. But
What was it about today? Today was just busy.
I have no idea.
Busy.
I had an interview today with a panel of 7 people. I have never have that many people. Usually it's like, I think the max I've ever experienced is 4, maybe 5, and I think the 5th person ended up leaving in the middle of it. But usually it's like 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 5. I was just trying to think. I think 5 is the maximum I've had at the same time.
This was 7. This was 7, and 3 were 2 were virtually because it was the CEO, and he's in Florida. And I was like, hi everyone. Like, jeez, it was. I mean, it was pretty cool though. It was a lot of conversation, more so, but they were definitely grilling me on material, like, and stuff, and I was like, man. Anyway, but reading Every Heart is a Doorway by Shanae McGuire. I'm really enjoying it. There's this one kid named Suni who's kind of sassy, and I love that. I really enjoy books with banter and just sass. I don't like the whole immaturity thing, but like, yeah.
There's a difference though between like immaturity and just being sassy, and I love the sassy
That's
characters.
fun. Sassy is fun.
Yeah, I agree. Hey Tia, hey Sherry, how are you? How are y'all doing? I love this comment. So Texas will let you have guns with no problems. God forbid a library falls in the wrong hand. God forbid the library actually has books that they don't want you to read to. So now you cannot be educated in literature. Absolutely not. You cannot enjoy a skill set that might, make your brain just a little more active and healthier, and
they don't want you to gain knowledge because a lot of the stuff that they have in the books, it's like a tell-all. So they really don't want anybody to read them.
Absolutely. Yes, we can't have you doing all that reading and thinking mumbo jumbo now. Absolutely.
None of that.
Not be wise. Absolutely. We don't want you to educate yourself at all. We don't want you to grow your brain, as what I would tell my students when I was a teacher. Like, none of it. None of it. Okay. Do not have a hobby outside of hunting or anything else. That anything that might create a hobby that might make you have any type of knowledge, no, let it go.
And if especially you're a woman, don't be anything outside of barefoot and pregnant and a housewife.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have 2 windows up, one for the Spurs, one for the comic book live show. I'm sorry, guys. I know she started on Wednesdays, and I've been doing it for like a year now, and it's just I don't see myself changing the day for her sprint. I know it's the same time. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Alessandra, just coming. I thought it was morning time to go to work again. No, I hate when that happens. I was confused as to why y'all was sprinting at 8 a.m. That's how you know you have too much going on. Way too much. I did that to my daughter, and made her get up. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and she was prepped and ready to go for school, like prepped at 10 o'clock at night. And you're like, Mom, where's my lunch? And I'm like, I don't know. It's 10 p.m. But yeah, I did that once. That was funny. I just wanted to record it and send it to my sister so we can laugh. Hey, Courtney, how are you?
Hi, Courtney.
Started the Spite House. You really did influence Chris to start this book.
Good.
Libro has it. Libro FM. I be sleeping on Libro. I need to. I have an account and everything. I just don't use it like ever. Yeah. Anyway, but I really want to read Spite House. I know it's literally Lala's from Literally Dead Book Club. I know it's her pick as well. Book club pick. And I think they're discussing it this Saturday. Edit. Okay. Listen to 4 chapters. Wow, Dion. Listening to Dion was a big, like a year ago, Dion would like hated audiobooks.
I do remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, how the turntables have turned.
Lots of Badass Women. Finished up a TV story. Switched over to Killers of a Certain Age. I want to read that. I finished the top row of my diamond painting. Hey,
Nice.
that was productive. How you, Jennifer? I finished Jonas Guard earlier today. How do you like it? What's his name? John
John Pearson or John Buddy, whatever.
Yeah, like come on.
I'm
Asshole.
reserving my thoughts for the live show. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we just gonna get a bunch of asshole men. Okay. Infuriating, man.
That's an understatement, Jennifer. That's putting it nicely.
Man, oh man. Speaking of, Gabby, when is your live show? Is it this weekend?
No, I just had the live show for the Stone Sky last weekend. I had it with Courtney.
No, your next one. When's your next book?
Oh, for April's books?
Yeah.
It's not till the beginning of May. Because we just finished up Broken Earth. We just finished the Broken Earth trilogy.
Yo.
You're behind. It's okay. It's
so behind. I caught the first live show and I just put it on my TV, but then like I swore this last one I was gonna be in the comments.
It's okay.
Fucking hates me. You know what?
I will catch the replay.
Yeah,
I have to hear your thoughts
now.
It was April Fool's Day. The energy was there. It was a shite week for me that week. Like the whole week was just April Fool's energy. So I totally get it.
Man, I'm catching the replay. Like that series. What did you think of like this series in general?
So the way that we kind of talked about it was like the last book was a bit of a disappointment in terms of like overall. It kind of was one of those series where like the more you read, the less luster there was to it. But overall, it wasn't bad. Like the ending overall was good. It was what we kind of expected, though, kind of based on the way that the third book was going. It wasn't like necessarily unpredictable. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it, but fifth season still.
The fifth season, the first book, hands down, one of the best books ever. So I do understand like how it, you know, it seems like it's just not, it doesn't live up to the first book, but it's still overall great. I mean, amazing.
Yes.
And I still enjoyed the writing style. For NK.
And
a lot of people hate it, but I still enjoy
I liked it. I like it. And I even said in the live show too with Courtney that I think it's one of those series I'm going to have to, I will eventually go back and reread because I know I missed some stuff along the way.
Yeah.
So it is something I will gladly go back and reread because I did enjoy it that much. Just going to be after I finish the rest of the stuff that she's written. But I am excited to see because I have heard people say that the Inheritance trilogy, if you didn't enjoy Broken Earth as much, that you would like that one and vice versa. So I'm excited to see how that's going to go.
I have it ready here.
I know.
This thing is so massive. I tabbed it like crazy.
That was me too.
I'm excited.
Gotta read it.
I mean, those books, because there's more than one in there.
So if you guys are not, I mean, everybody should be. I think everybody's following Gabby, but Gabby is doing an N.K. Jemisin read along, and we are starting the Inheritance trilogy. I am busy talking right now. Thank you. And I'm talking about NK of all things. She's going to interrupt me on. But the Inheritance trilogy, hands down, is one of those books that put me in a book hangover. Once I finished it and I binged it, because there is 3 books and a novella in here. But once I finished it, I could not stop thinking about this book. The storyline, the gods, the drama between siblings. It's such an amazing book. And N.K. Jemisin does not, if you've ever read her books in general, she does not spoon feed you. But just like you said, Gabby, like I cannot wait to reread it because she leaves those nuggets and you have no idea, those little, Easter eggs, and you have no idea that it's relevant until you are later down the line in the series. And I loved everything about it, but I did tab it. A lot of I have sticky notes in here because I don't like to write in my books, but this might be, I need to just take all this out and just
redo it.
Yeah. I mean, this series is hands down one of my favorite series.
Well, I'm super excited. And in addition, we are it's optional. You don't absolutely have to read it, but we are also throwing on Far Sector just because it's a graphic novel. It's super quick to fly through if you're interested in it. We're going to do Far Sector and the first book in the Inheritance trilogy, which is The 100,000 Kingdoms. I think I said before, if you could get it, the novella was going to be an option. You didn't have to read it in I think July or something. If you could get your hands on it, you definitely could read it if you chose to, and we could talk a little bit about it. But it's not life or death, same with Far Sector. If you want to read it, you can. You don't have to, but we will be talking a little bit about it in that live show, which I'm looking for hosts. So y'all want to come host with me? Let me know.
I enjoyed
Inheritance trilogy any day of the week. Okay, for the Inheritance trilogy.
So good.
Yeah.
Far Sector was so good in the artwork in that. Oh God.
I'm excited. I have the graphic novel on loan from the library. That's a thick baby. That is a thick graphic novel. I did not expect it.
Which is why I can appreciate that it is, optional because of how big it is.
Yeah. So Bree, if you want to join in on that, because I had Courtney with me the whole time since she was reading it for the first time as well, and we just kind of were hanging out with the live show. If you want to come join me, you're more than welcome to.
Absolutely. You just got to message me the times, so then that way, go ahead and
Best rule of thumb that we're doing is the first weekend, the first Saturday of every month. So, for instance, the first for the Inheritance trilogy, we're going to do May 6th at about 8 p.m. EST, so 7 your time.
Okay. May 6th. Y'all heard it? Heal.
Yep.
Inheritance trilogy. I'm telling you, that series, I can read that over and over.
I'm so excited. And especially from your perspective, for people that are rereading it, for the first time in a while, like just, things that you found that are brand new to you that you may have missed. Like, that's what I'm excited for with the live show, is just to talk with everybody about it, whether you've read N.K. Jemisin so many times or you're brand new to it like me. So I'm real excited.
N.K. is just a queen of literature. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Bethany, how are you? How's the birds? The birds and the bees. Not the bees. She specializes in birds. Hey, Native Queen, how are you? Hello. I feel grown up now. I'm so proud of you. Currently listening to Feeding My Soul by Tabitha Brown. I have mixed feelings about Tabitha. Mixed feelings. She put a bad taste in my mouth after she went online and like bragged about how she's retiring her husband as if he did not work 20 plus years as an EMT. And I was just like, I found it demeaning a bit. As a man, like that would make me feel some kind of way. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about her, but overall, I'm glad she's spreading the message and showing love. I love Levo, the little pricier dollar for dollar a la carte audio and Audible. Yeah, subscription is comparable, and giving my money to a fave indie store takes the sting out. So that's a good point. I do have Audible, and I do have the influencer account as well. So it does, every time that I do purchase, I usually don't ever pay for audiobooks because of how many library cards I have. But if I do have to pay for a library card or an audiobook, most of the time it's just a credit anyway. So that's a good point with the subscription account and comparing them with Audible. I like that. John is everything I hate about men. Yo, just fucking trash.
Just, it's not even so much just the cheating. It's the lying and the justifying of it that pisses me off. Like, ooh, I'm going to go heated at the live show. I'm going to be heated.
Well, just think of the examples he had. Not really great ones.
No, this is true. This is true.
What time do you work on Saturday? We're doing it this Saturday, right?
Yeah, what time?
I was gonna contact you about that. Yeah, this is how sometimes we be so busy that we just,
because I got a birthday party. And what else? I wrote it down.
I hope it's not during the afternoon, because I work from 9 to 5 on Saturday. So
my day is pretty much packed because I have to take Keandre starting karate in the morning. Kiana.
When can you fit me in?
What time? Because I'm trying to think.
I don't have nothing on Saturday. When can you fit me in, bestie? Like, do you have time for me on the 8th?
Let me see.
Oh, actually, no. If it's the 8th, I have the day off. Yay!
Yeah.
I have the day off because we don't technically get Easter off since it's a part of our normal weekend. So my boss is giving us Saturday off instead for the holiday.
That's amazing.
Yes, that makes me so happy.
I'm so glad you're enjoying this new job.
Oh my God. You guys, it's been life-changing. Like I'll have to talk about it another time or maybe like off stream, but like it's nuts the way that things have been the last handful of months. It's hands down probably the best decision I ever did for myself. And I'm super thankful.
Yeah.
Great.
This year, do you mean, or is it a whole 360? So
I mean, there's been a lot of life changes too, besides that.
You're definitely happier too. So
Well, that also has been because I've been getting into more intense therapy that I think's been helping. Just a lot of ups. I also found I may possibly, we're not certain yet, but 90% sure I may have had bipolar this entire time and kind of coming to terms with that. So
20s, yeah.
Yeah, just because my whole life has been constant patterns of ups and mania and then straight downs for like weeks. So kind of just like, it was funny. I was talking to my boss earlier about this, where like typically my personality is like bubbly. It's happy. And it's not that that's not me, but it definitely is me to a certain degree. Like that's in a sense performative in the way that like I put on a face a lot of times, like when I'm at work talking with clients, when I'm, talking with my friends. I mean, it's still me. It's just I'm more energy than I probably am on the inside, but a lot of times it's just I'm feeding off everybody else too. So if y'all have energy, I have energy. I feed off of that, but then I crash super hard afterward. So we're thinking about maybe changing my meds again because of that, though. Maybe
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
for going back. Like that's brave. That's brave.
Yeah,
we talked about it. Matter of fact, we talked about it over the summer, and about you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself. And I think that since then things have just constantly been getting better. And I will say, like, I do feel like a whole new person. I did have a manic episode though, really bad this past week, which is where these came from.
I was gonna ask.
Also where this baby came from. And this baby came from
Gabby.
Also a new PS5 for my husband and some new toys for him. So
oh my god, a PS5? Woo!
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We had a moment, but
that is so when
sometimes
people are when bipolar disorder are in a manic phase, they financially splurge. My mom, who is bipolar, when she would be on a high, right? Just a manic high. And next thing you know, her rent check is gone. She done bought Louis and Coach and this and Dooney and Burke. And I'm like, why do you need 3 purses? Why? But
I think you wanted to treat yourself.
But you wanted to treat you earned.
Yeah,
so you deserve it.
I mean,
that was a little excessive.
Yes. My credit limit also went up though.
Oh, okay.
So funny enough, that happened after I did a lot of this stuff, because it all kind of snowballed after I had to get my husband new tires on his car, because one of his cars, like, he hadn't used it for months, and so it just like cut off. So I paid to get new tires on his car because he needed it, and then it just escalated from there. And then all of a sudden my credit limit went up. And I was like, okay,
more money. Yep.
But we're done. We're done with that right now. We're done. Cut it off.
Well, now that you have the stuff, you don't have a reason to go out unless you will not find another reason to go out and splurge, but you have what you want. So
I had my self-care. I had my splurge moment. I had a self-care moment, but that was already planned ahead of time. So we're good for right now.
Yeah,
we're good for a while, I think, because I was like, oh God, what did I do to myself?
Yeah. Okay. Did you figure out the time?
How's 4:30 for everyone?
4:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
4:30. Okay. This is okay, guys. I just, Brandie has 3 kids. Sometimes, our times just be timing. Okay, I
This
be
year is
like,
a little
okay,
bit different
put me
than last
in.
year.
Okay,
Girl, do you not
Pencil
realize
me
how
in
much I've
for
missed out
something.
on? Like, I got a busy life too. Everybody's got a busy life.
Everybody has
No.
a busy life.
Like, I haven't been able to be on sprints much because I'm freaking exhausted after work. So you're fine.
I'm like, girl, pencil me in for a conversation. Right? The workforce and like, it don't have no time for nobody.
Oh, and I even forgot to say, I have a new friend that I met through work, and I'm very excited because I'm going to go have drinks with her on Friday.
Oh, yay.
You, who are you?
That's
I
great.
Who are you?
That's great.
I know.
Oh,
And
that's
she's so
great.
stinking cute. And she's a fellow witch too, and has the same. She came into my office and I saw her tattoo, which was this exact tattoo, and I was like, "Excuse me, I need you to be my friend now, please."
Yeah. Hi, LA. And we're back. So yes, the live show is over. Oh snaps, Gabby.
Oh,
All are well deserved.
I'm just the biggest thing was my camera because mine was on its last leg, so I got my dream camera, and
Where is that
so,
Mark.
so worth it.
What is that?
Mark III.
A Mark III.
G7. It's my dream camera. I've been wanting this for years.
That's the one that pops up, right? Well, with that thing. That's the only issue that I have with that camera is that you can't add a microphone. And I have the Rode mic. It's a mini one, but I use this for my camera. But
I
I
have it too.
put it to the side. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
look at you, Gabby. Splurging. You hear me? Splurge.
No, and actually, funny enough, I was worried about that too with the microphone. It's actually pretty decent because I was editing videos that I took this past weekend, and audio's really good. So
Where do you put it on there though? Because it doesn't have a horseshoe or whatever
no,
the thing is.
it's just the microphone on the camera. It's perfectly
the
fine.
microphone by itself. Okay.
Yeah, y'all are going to see videos coming out here soon, like the next 3 videos from that camera. So you'll get to hear. It's a little bit background noisy, but not too bad.
Okay.
Gotcha. Speaking of mental health, I've just secured a letter from Sally. Oh my gosh! Yay! Emotional support animal. My dog is listed as an emotional support animal, and I loved it. I got it because who paying $600 in deposits is not me. On top of the monthly fee, but I do. My animal is my emotional support animal, so I love that. No, and you cannot be turned away for it. They cannot be against you. And I just renew it every year.
Yep.
I renew it every single year, and I love it. I'm so happy for you, Emma. A year ago, ML didn't even have a cat. Look at me reminiscing. Like
It was a cat that was feeding outside. Now it's
yeah, he was beefing outside. He had his little turf, and if people stepped in it, Sally was like beating people up. When I have dropped money on adult teen, I treat myself. Period. Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably money I didn't have, but it's not the end of the world. I can take care of it. Like, I'm not too freaked out about it, which is good.
Ulysses.
Hey, that, you know what? I have not bought any books in 3 months. I'm proud of myself for that by itself.
That's pretty good.
Amazing, because I definitely have.
I can't say that.
Oh yeah, it's probably never gonna happen.
No. I may have spent, thousands of dollars on other things, but I didn't buy books in 3 months. So we're good there.
Yeah. 4:30, we will have the Zora Neale Hurston live discussion this Saturday. So we have to she has a busy weekend every Saturday, so I gotta be penciled in. I just gotta wait for her to tell me a time. So, you know, that's our life as parents. Like, it's that time of the year, birthday parties are happening, people are going outside, they're having events, you know. COVID don't exist anymore. You're saying confuse me because I don't see how that was the meaning. Okay, well, that was my opinion. Congrats and L. Hey Maya, how are you? Gabby, I want to create quality content. Go with me with my little 13 Pro Max. Look, that works. Okay.
It does.
All right, works for me.
I mean, this case doesn't work very well with it, but honestly, this phone, great quality content out of it.
Just make sure
So
your
awesome.
camera is cleaned off, like, and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it works. Thanks, y'all. It was hard to ask for help, but I finally did. I think Bree would want me to write one. Yeah, such an inappropriate question. No, that's not an inappropriate question. Always contact us if you need something. Congrats, Gabby. Give me some money. Period.
Yeah.
$5. Okay.
I'll give you $5. I'll give you 20 if you need it.
I'm not a real friend. You know how many times I've been asking these hoes down here?
So, and actually, the best thing too is I have been saving. I've been saving for a trip to California that I am taking this November with my husband. So that's a for sure thing. I have a tattoo I'm getting in a couple weeks that I saved money for. I'm saving for a house. Like, I've been saving, which is amazing. I just used a credit card. So don't do that, kids. Don't follow me.
Don't build up the debt of the credit card. I'm doing that currently, just for points, and so I just try to get rid of the amount. I actually forgot to pay off one of my cards on the first of the month, and I just got a statement notice letting me know that there was a balance on it, and I was like, oh no, usually, but I just forgot I own the card, and so life just of adulting kind of sucks, but I be racking up those points, or trying to. So I want it to benefit me if I'm gonna use it. So
Yep.
All right, y'all ready to do another hour sprint?
Yeah,
sure. After this one, though, I might head out. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling.
That's perfect. Because well, it's 9 o'clock now. It will be probably our last one.
Okay.
To be frank, because I got a lot going on, and I need to read with my book. Okay.
Look at
Hey.
Chill.
Your credit score gonna go up.
Like crazy. Let me get $5. Okay. Let me borrow $5. Shoot, paying off cards. I stay racking up. Yes, the daily cash from my card. And so that was the card that I didn't pay off, was my Apple card. And I have a balance on it. But I love the daily cash that Apple. And I have a very small limit on that card, but so it's not, an issue for me to pay it off. But yeah, I just forgot I own the card, to be honest. All right, so I'll see you guys in 1 hour. This will be our last sprint, and then of course we'll see you guys on Saturday and whatnot, or Friday. All right, happy reading, guys.
Alrighty.
How was everyone's hour?
Good. I got 60 pages read, and I have like less than 100, I think, left.
Ooh, I'm almost done with my book too. Every Heart is a Doorway, and it's really good. There's a murder mystery going on, so loving it so far.
Nice.
Did some cupping because my back is aching like crazy, so I have this electric cupping machine.
Ooh, that's awesome.
That was my hour. What was yours, Brandie?
It was pretty good. I have 30 pages left, and then I'll probably read like a manga or something before I go to bed. But
Just flying through books.
it's just yeah, I don't like John right now.
He's such
Oh, just wait till you get toward the end of it. It's
I just like I want to kill him myself.
yeah.
Like, let me just do it.
I gotta give Zora her props though for making me hate him that much, because
exactly. That's an amazing writer to be able to draw those emotions. How are you doing, Adrian?
Good. I have 41 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish it up. And I think I am also going to read some manga because I didn't read any manga today.
Yeah, I didn't read mine either. I need to unwrap it.
Yeah.
These some of the mangas, a lot of the mangas that I have are so big. They're not even multiple volumes. Like, it's just one book, and it's several hundred pages.
Intimidating when you look at it.
Very.
Speaking of which, guess who's reading Uzumaki this month?
You are.
I'm so happy for you.
I think I'm doing the same thing.
All right.
It's been on my TBR for a long time, but I also have this. So.
Yeah.
One day I'll read Uzumaki.
That's a thick mama jamma.
Mm-hmm.
I just got into solo leveling. I got to get the second volume because it's so good.
Really? How many volumes
I got
are
this
there?
yesterday.
There's 6 now. Of this. And yeah, I ordered those too, so I got to get those. Those should be coming in soon.
Goals. Just look at us, book lovers. Just like supporting authors, buying books, and reading mangas. I love that. Well, let me see. Let me catch up on the comments. Good night, Chris. I know you're already gone. Finish the Bride was a boy. Okay, 71%. Goals. I got stuff.
Oh my God, not so.
Maya was texting me. I was like, girl, all you had to do was look at XYZ. And she was like, I didn't even think about that. Like, now it makes sense. She's as high as a kite. Oh, I finished Anti-Hero. Ooh, that sounds so good. 30 pages. I remember to keep track. Goals. Listen to 3 chapters on the website. Stop working. My eyes crying. Oh my gosh. Man. I'm so happy you're reading. You're in your reading era.
Not the era coming back.
Era. I did. I said it. What book are we reading by Zora? Is
Jonah's Gourdvine, something like that.
Gourdvine, and then the next one is Mules and Men.
Yeah. Mules and Men is the next one. 62 pages of 1,000,000 to 1. Okay. I was freaking out. Maya, I'm cracking up. I can picture it. It happens when you're stoned. Yeah. For sure. She is as high as a cat. I told you, Brandie. So
Ulysses, I'm addicted. The blood and gore, the action, I like.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I guess it's going to be a show too, so I'm excited.
That's going to be exciting. That laugh made me laugh so hard. I've been there so many times. No, not the era, please.
Yeah, tickets. People are still
all
talking about
like,
era stuff.
yeah, she kind of zones out and it's not into reading. So, you know, after when the fall kicks in, winter season, like, you know, so it is a era. Okay, thank you. Finished volume 6 of Hunter x Hunter or Hunter by Hunter, maybe.
Hunter x Hunter, I think, something like that.
Yeah, going to read Uzumaki in May during Asian Readathon. That's ooh, I didn't even think about doing that
I forgot.
for AAPI.
There's a lot
Yeah.
happening. But I have enough books that
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a ton of AAPI books for next
Same.
Yeah,
month.
when I went to the
Yeah,
82nd Street in Broadway, all I saw was Hunter. There was a whole thing of Hunter stuff. I was like, okay.
I've never heard of it. This sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
it's a pretty popular like anime now in the manga series. Like it's pretty extensive. There, I think that's one of the series where there's like multiple little series, like, you know, kind of like One
Within
Piece,
it?
where there's like different arcs.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, there were plenty of books. I was like, my goodness.
Yeah, it's a big series.
Mhm.
Man,
As bad as Dragon Ball Z, and I used to watch that one.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece has probably got it beat. I think that's the series that has the most currently. Like, I want to say like 150 some is the most. I think we talked about that at one other point where we talked about like what was the biggest manga series, and I think it was One Piece.
yeah,
Okay.
One Piece is massive.
Hunter.
It's so good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm so excited. I'm doing All Horror by Asian authors for my TBR. What?
Nice.
Oh, I'm
love
excited
you.
to know what your TBR is going to be.
Yeah.
Please share.
Yes, please.
Let us know,
Please
please.
share.
On Instagram. Because if you guys don't follow her on Instagram, it's the same name, Locks and Thoughts. On
Okay,
Instagram.
I'm going to look right now.
But please share that. Like,
Man, I gotta get ready for
I
next
just got
month.
so excited. Wait a minute.
yeah.
We barely get into April and we're already
Yeah, and
planning
I'm thinking
May.
about next month.
I just got my April TBR today. I just finally wrapped it up today. And I was like, okay, that's it. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. I will say that we are reading Trust, right, Brandie?
We are reading Trust this month.
And we're just doing it just because we miss Sanderson and we're wanting to read The Secret Projects. It is not a whole thing.
Yeah.
Please don't make us come up with a schedule for our discussion. Please don't say it's not happening. We are just ready to go back in Cosmere. And I know that The Secret Project 2, I've heard pretty bad things about Secret Project 2. There's a lot of Sanderson banter in it, and people don't like it. And the plot is not all of that.
Thoughts with a Z. Okay.
What type of banter, though? I mean, some of his banter is funny.
They said it's immature banter. It's
Hmm?
someone described it as immature banter.
Oh.
So I don't know, but it's a really short book, supposedly, and it's not in the Cosmere at all. It has nothing to do with the Cosmere. So it's one book that is not in the Cosmere at all. So
okay, well, I'll still read
it. Even Murphy said that she enjoyed it. She had a fun time, but she was like, it's probably on the lowest of all of my Sanderson books. Like,
I don't even know. Maybe that'll be the last book that I read.
yeah, I'm not in a rush to
I'll
read.
skip that one, and that'll be the last one.
I cannot stand you, Elise. Stop it, please.
Oh my god.
The goat.
Right, the goat. The goat is goating. You're reading Trust. My library told me it's in transit. That's amazing that they just got it because it just released today, from my understanding. So I'm kidding. And book. Look, Facts. This month is packed.
Don't know if I can do a mature
We're
banter.
so busy. I have all of these books and I didn't read in March because of stress. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I didn't read a lot in March because I was sick, but I mean, April, I think it's just the overwhelming 30 for 30 that I wasn't quite ready for. And I've been trying to read 2 every other day just to give myself a break a little bit. So the person who said it was immature banter was pretty haterish. Yeah, it's hard to take it seriously when you bash Sanderson and all the members in his family.
Maybe I'll take that with a grain of salt then.
No,
Yeah.
this was a YouTuber that I saw that said it was immature banter, and it has nothing to do with the Wire article
Oh.
and bashing his entire family. That article was trash.
Yeah.
It was beyond haterish. It was not journalism at all.
No.
And it just it was awful. I've read and watched a couple people's reviews about the article itself, but it just to take Sanderson, who's such a nerdy person, and use it against him, and then go to his event and ask people why do they love Sanderson or why do they support Sanderson because his writing is so mediocre and just like not all that.
I think
Who
Jess
are you? Like, don't come to
World
this event.
Hoppers, they had a discussion about the articles. I think
The World Hopper did.
Yeah.
I need to watch. I love watching the World Hopper.
I just found a guy who's talking about the Secret Project, so I'm gonna watch his. It's only like a 12-minute video, so I'll probably check it out.
But and I was reading some Reddit articles about the Secret Project too, but yeah, that article was trash, and it just again, and then the person who wrote the article started crying in the middle of a movie, and I'm like, oh, just come on. You're bashing Brandon Sanderson, and you're talking about how emotional you are, and that's it.
All I'm gonna say is I like his writing. I don't really know much about his past or anything. I just want to read his books.
Yeah,
I've invested my money into him. I invested my time all last year.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna read his books.
For Sanderson, for me, I mean, not only is he a fellow Nebraskan, but for me, it's the world. I love that he has an adult epic fantasy that is easy to read. There's not complex poetry writing to it. It is literally something that you can just read through.
And you can tell from his writing of his growth from how he used to write from the very beginning and how he made it
completely different. Yeah, Elantris versus Storm
different over time, especially with his characters of color, all that. So he's grown.
He's grown, and even in Stormlight, there was like same-sex married couples, and so he has grown not only as a human being to make his books diverse, but like just in general with social norms, and don't use him being Mormon. If he's this strict Mormon person, he grew up Mormon, like he has always been Mormon. Like, don't use that against him. He has never displayed any type of hate towards any type of person.
See, and that's the thing too, is I remember everyone, when I would talk about Brandon Sanderson, being like, oh, I'm interested. They're like, oh yeah, just go into it knowing he's Mormon. You don't even have to know that. Like, none of that gets brought up in any of his problems.
Anyways,
it's not relevant to what he writes.
He's a writer.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people think that because a religion like Mormonism is so involved with everything that it like brainwashes you in a lot of ways, that ultimately is going to be a part of everything you're a part of. Like your writing and everything. And that's just not the case. Like,
times have changed.
Exactly. And not every person that's a Mormon is the same. Like, my husband's grandparents are Mormon. They have their own thing. My father-in-law considers himself Mormon. He doesn't necessarily follow the same things though, but he goes to church, you know?
Mhm.
It just, for
Like,
me,
go
these
for
numbers-
somebody else that's not trying to be diverse at all with their writing. You know,
Hello.
How about that?
that's still stuck in their one-minded ways of writing
about
and
that?
how they look at people of color. So,
Mhm.
you know, attack those people, you know?
The only thing that I would say when it comes to Brandon Sanderson's faith and knowing his faith, not even knowing that he's Mormon, knowing that he's religious, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There is some type of religious aspect in every single book.
Yes.
There's some type of religion or belief system in every single book because of how important religion is to him and his
Mhm.
belief system. Not being Mormon, Christian, none of these like gods, Buddhist, none of it. It is not. Just being a religious person is important to him that he puts it in every single book.
Well, and not only that, but religion has such a huge difference. Like in any fantasy novel, if you have magic involved, there's somehow a religious aspect that is counteracting all the magic. Because magic was a thing where in the Middle Ages, for instance, was like frowned upon. So anything to do with the occult, you know, there's going to be that like difference of power. Like, does spiritualism play more into it in a fantasy world, or is it more magic based?
I mean,
Either
we
one.
see a lot of that in fantasy with a lot of different authors who put their own type of experiences and religions within their books.
Exactly.
Without being preachy.
Mythology.
Without being preachy. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Yep. Sanderson isn't Meyer. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Oh.
Man. It just that article really bothered me to my soul because
I didn't read it.
can say even though Sanderson is on the problematic list, he's evolved so much that those concerns are not even something that's current.
Mm-hmm.
He is so engaging with his community, so engaging, whether it's YouTube. He's on Reddit so much. I didn't even realize, like, I didn't know how to work and operate Reddit, but like he's on Reddit so much and still teaching, still posting, still running a business. Like, I'm
like, do you sleep?
I'm just thinking, if you don't like him, then don't read his work. Simple
Don't read it.
plain as that.
Just like we don't have to read problematic authors like Jay Kristoff. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I feel like with problematic, I mean, that could be towards anybody. I mean, we didn't like Jay Kristoff. A lot of people, they don't like J.K. Rowling. I don't read the books. I don't. There's a lot of problematic authors, but some people probably don't think of them as problematic. But for Brandon Sanderson, like I said, you see his growth. So give him some type of credit for growth, because he could have just stuck into his ways, didn't say, you know what, I'm gonna write what I want to write. I don't care what people feel about. Like, you know?
Exactly. He could have.
Very easily.
Right. And he didn't.
That's what we need. He is taking feedback from people and even connections from people and putting it in the books. And he, again, that engagement of just being aware and talking to people consistently throughout the week plays a role in his job. And it just, to me, I'm just like shocked that someone would just write this awful article just going in there hating Sanderson because of him being a easy reader, epic fantasy adult epic fantasy that is easy to read, and you're calling it a basic ass book.
You know what? I'm glad it's easy to read. I don't want to read a complicated book that I can't comprehend.
Exactly.
A lot. So, ew.
Then I'm like, what do you read? What do you read?
Right.
Exactly. Do you even read?
Yeah.
Other than articles and post junk. To me, and that article was just trash. Like, you could have written, that could have been a better structured article in general. Like, your article was basic and easy.
That could have been a tweet.
You could have. It could have been a tweet. Either way, Sanderson will always be an auto-buy author for me. I don't, even with his, his middle grade books, I enjoyed at least the first 3 books. Like, I just, he's just, He's a great writer.
Like
It's
me personally,
fun.
I'll probably just stick to his adult books because I like how they're written. But who knows? I might try to read his YA. I'm not sure.
No,
But
I don't know about his YA. His middle grade I really enjoyed because it was funny. It was Brandon Sanderson and just the funniest corny Sanderson that he is. And
I just think probably for me, only his adult books would work for me.
yeah, of course. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I would say there aren't a lot of authors that can do. I'm just going to say all three, because middle grade, young adult, that's two different things. So between the three of them, there's very few authors that can do all three successfully. Successfully. Let me just add that part.
A lot of people are trying to transition into like especially middle grade. I mean, you saw
it's not going well.
Saw Angie Thomas with her new middle grade. I don't know how well it's doing, but I mean, people are trying to transition and be versatile, but it doesn't always work out.
I completely agree. Either way, back the fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Like, leave him alone. You didn't like him from the beginning, so why even why?
Went in
bored, obviously.
Just went into his home, into his business, just not liking him from the get.
Yeah. So you must not like yourself. So you're trying to text him.
Just a whole hot mess in a handbasket that needs to just go off a cliff at this point.
Yeah, I agree with this. N.K. Jemisin does have themes that are closer to religion.
Right.
That was a whole thing we talked about across all of our live shows for The Broken Earth, was how biblical so many of the scenes were. I mean, like the very beginning of the 5th season is very much that it had a very biblical feeling moment, and you can put a lot of different things over the course of that entire series that can line up with very specific biblical moments in a Christian sense. But it's changed also. Like, she just flips a lot of things on their head, where it's like, oh, I see where that came from, but that's even more complex than what I would have originally thought about. And it's fascinating what people can do when they base things on how they know life, which is through religion or what they've seen through other magic systems that they've enjoyed, and tying those things together. Like, fantasy writers, I commend them so much, because I could never. I've tried. I have tried so many times, and it's never worked because I don't have the brain space for that nonsense.
Yeah. And you said the keyword fantasy. People take stuff so literally. It's literally a fantasy book.
It's literally fiction,
not non-fiction. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally made up
genre.
And he has a support, and the outcome of his books and sales for a reason. So again, we didn't ask for your 2 cents in your little article. We didn't ask for it. We didn't want to hear it. He has his platform for a reason.
Yeah, I appreciate the engagement and the closeness with his fans. And I think a lot of authors are now doing that as well. They're seeing how they're he's having connections with the people that read his books and love his work.
That was one of the things that got me involved with Leslie when she was alive, L.A. Banks, is because she did a lot of that. And this is before the internet is what it is now. Because what was that platform that was around before Facebook? I can't remember the MySpace. She had a MySpace account. She had some other stuff where she would write some stories in between, and people would read that, and that's another way of engaging. So by the time she was doing book signings, she had all these people who were like, oh, I found you on the web, and I liked your stuff, so then I started buying your books. And people like that. People like to be involved with their authors, getting to know them and getting to know their art.
Like, I feel like that whoever wrote that article, they really just did not care about him whatsoever. They were going in there hating on him.
Mm-hmm. There was a point to be made with that type of article, and it was to hurt, and it was to make themselves look like some kind of villain against them. Because I don't think that there was anything other than just being a jackass to be a jackass.
But people feel
Plain and
like
simple.
bring negativity, it puts a light, like a spotlight on them, make them seem popular. I see a lot of that where they put in negative energy or negative videos or whatever, negative articles, and to make it, for them to be known.
So popular. Just like TikTok, they show they ass and embarrass themselves.
I was about to mention TikTok too.
Right.
Yeah.
So they can get the fucking views.
Yeah, it's
Let
all
them sit fucking
views.
fix a dumbass and do all of these stupid things for me to have the views.
Everybody wants to be edgy. Everybody wants to be different. Well, newsflash, you're not making yourself look like a decent person by trying to be this edgy kind of individual. You're just making yourself to be an ass, and no one's going to want to be around you.
And I'm like, what was your purpose? What was your goal? Because you're not messing. I mean, he's famous. He's probably a very popular author. You're not going to be messing with his money. Like, what was the whole point? You're not coming for a bag.
Like, are you a masochist? Are you looking for people to come and hurt you? Because that seems to be the energy you're putting forward there, my friend. Like, come on.
No effect over his life or his writing whatsoever.
And then
what you put out into the universe will come back to you.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but he posted a blog, and he also posted on Reddit. But he, after I want to say like a couple of days ago, 2-3 days ago, he posted a blog that talked about, his growing up in Nebraska, growing up Mormon, his friendships that he had or lack thereof, how he found joy in fantasy and how he became this writer. It's a pretty long article, but that was his response, and it was, for me, it was everything. Like, he didn't have to justify why he is the way he is, and they made that article also made him seem like he was heartless, like he didn't have any emotions, he wasn't sad or happy for people. Like, what? That's
well,
how about you go for the government that runs this country? How about you hate on them?
Right.
Say about what they're doing, Don't come for a person that writes fantasy where people enjoy his work, his world building.
He's just a mute person when it comes to his emotions and being able to express them. But he has a wife and his in-laws and his family that back him up, that support him with his business. They accept him for who he is. Right. You don't have to be this emotional person. But he did. I mean, I felt like he displayed so much emotion in that article.
It's a very vulnerable thing to do, to open yourself up like that.
I respect
any kind of negativity.
Why do people expect that of him? Like,
I respect
he just wants to write. He wants to have fun. He likes to play card games. Like, he likes to play video games. Like, that is who he is as a 40-year-old man. Like, who cares?
He doesn't have to share with us the percentage of how far along he's written a book or any of that. He doesn't have to do
weekly updates are fucking amazing.
Right. Like, he gives updates. He's always constantly engaging with people. He doesn't have to do that. He chooses to do that because he likes doing that.
And he wants to keep us in the loop because he built such an amazing community of fans that are eager for his work. Who are eager for his work, his corniness, all of the things that they wrote about that article is exactly what we love about Brandie Sanderson.
Exactly.
That world. And so those weekly updates that he posts, and they're short, they're 3 to 5 minutes, and he literally just tells us what he's doing for the prior week and what's going on and what he has. To me, it is no other author is doing it. Again, we didn't ask for his little 2 cents. He could have kept it. It was the dumbest article in the world.
I wish it would just deleted it.
I wish. Who the fuck gave him permission to print that shit?
I wish they deleted that. It was just like,
yeah, I agree. His response was so good, and he talks about his childhood and just all of the things. But I don't know.
He has
Anyway.
nothing to hide.
No.
It's not going to affect his business. And honestly, it
No.
probably put him on the maps a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing too. All press, no matter good or bad, is still press, is still publicity. So whether this person thought they were going to get something out of it, Sanderson still got attention on him because this person decided they were going to try to attack a man who that they have no standing to attack it on him. And people just found their way to Sanderson. Now he's going to have more people checking out his work because people are going to be curious. What is this person saying? Is it true? Oh, psych. That's not true. His work's actually pretty decent compared to
myself,
many other people.
Who are you exactly? Who are you?
Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Your stuff, what you said, is irrelevant. Who cares?
Completely irrelevant. So,
Alana, I saw your message. We've mentioned a few books by two authors that
I wasn't going to
you
acknowledge
should look
it.
into. I know that you should look into, but there's plenty of people, and I know we all will agree on one of our favorite authors whose second book came in this year. That is a middle grade book. So if you're just wanting to read something about a young person, and so that book is Amari and the Night Brothers. So if you haven't read that, that's what you should pick up.
You
no
should
more
pick up
HP books.
Yeah. I'm not gonna acknowledge HP on my platform. Whatever y'all do is what y'all do. She has hurt too many communities for me to give a fuck. And that's on period. So you know, and she's still fucking doing it with supporting and using her funds to support businesses that discriminate against women in women's health and whatnot. So fuck off. Anyways, but that's it. Sorry, Bree. I know you just got here. Hey, Scarlett. I'm sorry. We about to leave because and things, but we were just chatting about some stuff.
Book craziness, of course.
So we will see you guys Friday. Friday will be. You're not having your live discussion this Friday. Is it next Friday or this Friday?
It's this Friday, and then right after the live discussion is reading sprints. Yeah. I haven't put the reading sprints up because I'm like, I don't know how long the discussion is going to be because Babel was a lot.
Babel was long.
It's a lot to unpack.
So this Friday, live discussion. What time is your live discussion? Early?
I did post it. I think. Let me see. I could
I would check, but I thought you
lying. Let me see.
I just thought you knew on the top of the dome.
But I can look it up real quick. It's going to be at 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
Okay. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
I just realized I'm gonna be out for drinks that night, so I'm not gonna be able to talk about Babel.
You have your fun.
Yes, please go.
I will. I'm very excited. I'm bummed because I can't talk about my favorite book.
It's an amazing book. Oh gosh, I can't wait for the discussion. 7:30, Brandie's channel, Books with Brandie Shanae. Adrian will be having sprints soon. Gabby will have her discussion soon, and
handful of weeks.
Look at.
Yep. Saturday.
I'm actually looking at you all on my new laptop, so yes, that will be happening.
Okay.
I'm the only one balling. Adrian's balling.
Out here shopping in the streets. You hear me? Both of y'all.
It's okay to
all of us.
It's okay to treat yourself.
Yeah, Brandie just bought a new computer too.
Not yet. It's in the works.
Hey, that's still good.
It's in the works.
Yep. I thought it was already there.
Not yet.
But it's paid for, so it don't matter. She done went and bought a whole iMac. Okay, a whole iMac.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's a whole new world. I don't think I'm ready for. Besides having an iPad, the other stuff in terms of Apple is just a whole new world. I'm I'll just
everything
continue with the
Apple,
PC.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know we all have books that we need to finish, so I'm gonna let y'all go. So y'all can go ahead and finish them. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you on Friday, and then whenever Adrian decides to do her sprints. Bye.